So happy New Year again, everybody. Happy New Year again. I'm
Happy
going to
New
say it again.
Year.
Look at my beautifuls sitting here. I just want to say that I am privileged and honored to have my honorary family nieces, none other than the infamous A4L. That is Alania, Alyn, Alyssa, and Alexis. Welcome, you ladies.
Thank you so much for having us. Yes, it's an honor.
So I'm just grateful. I'm going to talk a little bit of history. So I'm going to go back a little bit in time. I'm so grateful that they are here today with me to share. They are amazing, anointed psalmist, worship artist, recording artist, and in their own professions, they're somebody as well. So let me just say that. Okay. But anyway, I want to go back in time a little bit. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, let's go back.
Okay, I'm going back in time. I remember them.
That's the
I
best
remember
thing.
them when their mommy was pregnant with Alexis. And
Yes,
so
That
they
is
have
wow.
grown up,
crazy.
and so here, there they are, all grown up, all
Yes,
beautiful.
oh my
None other than
gosh.
Pastor Allen and Pastor Terry Lynn Franklin, the anointed and appointed brother and sister of mine. But anyway, so I went back a little bit in time because y'all were just pooter scooters, and my kids were pooter scooters, and when we joined the church together, and just to have the privilege to watch you ladies grow and see how much God has done for you is just, it's a gift, is what I'm going to call it. It's a gift.
Thank you
I'm
so
so
Wow,
much.
thank you.
I take a little pride in my heart and say, Lord, thank you for them. But anyway, I want you all to introduce yourselves individually. Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're doing right now that doesn't have anything to do with A4L, because we'll get to that. So, Eleni, I'll start with you. Eleni.
Hi, yes, my name is Alania. I'm the eldest sister. Currently, I am staying at home with my two children. My husband and I also have a rental property business called Legacy Builders. And we are just ecstatic to be here. So, yeah.
All right. You got River and Arrow, right? You're not going
Yes,
to say
River.
my baby's names?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Um, I'll go. So my name is Lynn. I am an electrical engineer. So I graduated from Olivet Nazarene University in 2017. So I just had my 5-year reunion, which is crazy. And then I went on to work in different the oil and gas industry. And so I had a few jobs. Right now I'm currently at Honeywell UOP, and that's where I work. So that's a little bit
Yeah.
about me.
All right. Come on, Lizzie.
There you go.
I'll go next. So my name's Alyssa. Everybody calls me Lissy. But yeah, I am 25 years old. I'm the third one of A4L. But yeah, so a little bit about me. I work at WGN. So I work as one of the news producers. Well, actually, news is my background. I'm at a lifestyle show, so it's a little bit more upbeat. It's all about having like restaurants and like sit down interviews and just like fun stuff like that. Love to sing with my sisters. Another fun fact is I'm 5'9", so I'm the tallest of the group. So everybody's like, "Who's the tall one? Who's the light skinned tall one?" And that's Alyssa. So that's me.
Okay.
Yes, and I'm Alexis. I'm the youngest. I'm 19 years old, and I am still in college. So I'm going into my fourth semester at Oral Roberts University. So I'm currently located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. During like the earlier and later months, this summer I'm back home with my family. In winter, obviously, for break. But I'm studying public relations and advertising. So PR major, and yeah, I'm just enjoying life right now. So.
Okay, so you all are super, super busy, and that's wonderful. But we're going to just talk about, thank you for introducing yourselves and thank you for being here. And I really wanted to share the gift of who you are and the gift of love that you all bring. Case in point, A4L, which means all for love, right? Tell us the inspiration behind all for love. Who wants to go first?
I can start. So actually it's like a funny story. Someone actually, we were singing together like our whole lives, but someone needed help with a school project. Yeah, and
Full Sail.
yeah, Full Sail University. They're all about like the arts and production, music recording, and so someone needed us to help with the project. So they asked, like, would you mind going into the studio, recording, making a music video? And we were like, oh, no one's ever asked us to sing. So she was like, do you guys have a name? And I was like, no, we don't have a name, you know. And so surprisingly, I remembered a password to somebody's, I won't say who, but but it was All for Love. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool, you know. I said, but instead of saying like FOR, I'll put the number 4, you know, because it's 4 of us. And I was like, it was kind of a play on. I said, because all of our names start with A. We're 4 sisters and everything. So I was like, oh, what if we did All for Love? And it just kind of stuck. And that was like over 10 years ago. So yeah.
Wow.
So
I never heard that story. Oh my goodness. Here, let's show a picture of you guys. Just really just all glammed up. You all are glamorous anyway. But A4L. So A4L, All for Love. I never heard that story. That's really interesting. But just the fact that you all sang together since you were very small, what do you think has been the best thing that has evolved throughout the years in terms of you singing together, recording, and ministry? What do you think is the best thing you can say that has transpired?
Wow.
I
I feel like we may all have a different opinion, but I think, well, it's crazy because initially, like, we sang together, and we have our Addicted Love conference that's going to be this weekend that we've been doing for the last 5. So this is our 6th year. And so I think that was just kind of cool seeing how the ministry birthed from like our group, because initially we just sang, like someone would request us to come out for a wedding, or someone would have us like sing for like just like a random event, but we were just like singing as sisters a piece or like an A and B selection. But then when we started stepping into like praying for people and like ministry, I think that was probably like the coolest evolution that we didn't initially see up front.
Wow, that's amazing. And I've seen that in action, and that's really, anybody else have a response?
I definitely agree. Like, I think when it comes to like the prophetic and things like that, like we are all about like just praying for someone. I think it kind of started because we were a group, because afterwards we were like, oh, let's pray for some people. And then like one of us would pray, like, oh, I got that picture too. And then they would like kind of piggyback off of that. So I definitely think the ministry side, but I think something that I thought was really cool was like the gospel fest. It's so simple, but we grew up going to the gospel fest and listening to these different choirs like on stage, and just to be able to be like invited to go to that and then be connected to that and be on one of the stages and be able to like minister to Chicago, literally, like that was really, really fun. I'm like, man, like we're here, like it's crazy. So that was pretty cool.
That's really great. Well, I was thinking about this, and this is just me asking you all a real regular question. But being sisters, and I know I have 4, being sisters with different types of personalities, we all have the love of Jesus. But how easy or how challenging is it to work with each other?
Yeah, I would say.
Tell us, Becky, the baby's gonna tell us.
Baby girl gotta talk.
Being the youngest and experiencing, you know, all of my sisters at different stages. I mean, I've only been alive for 19 years, but I think when it comes to ministry, I think it's easy to reel it in. When I say like the arguments sometimes get out of hand, there's been moments where it's like, okay, guys, but I think because we are Christians and at the end of the day, we have such a ministry focus where we're like, guys, biblically, like we have to reel it in, you know. Oh, you have to forgive. That's like an absolute. You have to like let these things go, you know. And so I think as sisters, there's definitely like, girl, like we've gone to events together and noticed somebody like wearing a shirt from the closet, like we're about to get on stage, like, is that my jeans? Like, you know, that type of thing. But it's like biblically, it's like we have to forgive, we have to let it go, because at the end of the day, we don't want anything to be a hindrance to what the Lord is going to do, We don't want anything. We don't want our flesh to get in the way. So yes, siblings, as like they argue, but even growing up, we weren't even allowed to argue. My mom would be like, "You guys are each other's first friends. You guys have each other's back." So when we were younger, it was just never like a thing. It's like, these are my friends. I'm not gonna treat my friends bad. Like, these are my sisters, you know. Like, these are my first friends. But I think now, as we're getting older and things like that, we're just working on communication, and just communicating better as siblings. So
yeah, and I would say too, like we all have lots of ideas where we could see like the group going or things that we could do in our group. So sometimes just we got we three of us got to take the low road. Somebody, way gonna be good, better than our thoughts, So at the end of the day, like three of us are gonna have to take the low road, and we're gonna do what's better collectively for the group, and not just have somebody outshine. Like everybody wants, ultimately God to shine, but whatever's best for our group, we just kind of made that our focal point. Like, and then we went to minister one time, and once someone told us always stick together, like always, like no matter what, like whatever's going on, don't let anybody come in between you all. Don't separate. Just always stick together. So when we just have taken that word of wisdom for our group, and we just decided, like, no matter what, we're just always going to stick together. So,
and I also want to add to, I think just like for encouragement for anybody like watching, if they're a part of something in any capacity, it's like the enemy hates unity. So I think the moment we kind of recognize that, we're like, oh, this is the enemy trying to do this. So when you recognize it, you're able to be like, you know what, I'm not playing into this, because it's clearly whenever something good is trying to happen, that you're like, what the heck's happening? And that could be in any area of your life. Like, you know what, something good is about to happen, or we're about to really minister somewhere where they need help, or the Lord really called us to this place, whatever. And that could be the indication right there, like, oh wait, there's gonna be some breakthrough today. Like, how about we just put it to the side and really just pray into what God wants to do? So whenever you recognize little flare ups or whatever, you can just be like, you know what, God, you're about to move right now, and rejoice.
Yeah.
It's about to do something.
Yes. Well, speaking of showing up, I thank you all for sharing that and being so transparent. But this weekend, we got something to show up for, right? So Addicted Love Rehab, okay? That is happening this coming Friday and Saturday, January 6th and 7th, at the South Suburban Vineyard Church, 3400 and 196th Street in Flossmoor, Illinois. So ladies, let's talk about this. And what audience are you attracting with this? I mean, your Auntie Nisha, I could come, but
absolutely.
And I've been, and it's amazing.
We want to see you there.
Okay, but tell us the purpose behind the rehab. The word rehab, I love that.
Yeah. So Addicted Love A Rehab, basically it started off like 6 years ago. We were like, we don't want to call this a conference. Let's call it something unique, And so we started thinking about what it means to be addicted. Where do addicted people go? They go to a rehab. So on paper, yes, it's a conference weekend, but in our eyes, what we felt like what the Lord downloaded in us is that it is not just a conference, but it is a rehab for people who have been battling addictions all year, whether that's to their phones, whether that's to depression, whether that's to anxiety, just different things that have enticed us. What is a rehab? A rehab is a place where a bunch of addicts come together and they're seeking restoration. And so basically what we provide is a space for young adults to gather and to seek restoration. And it's not just geared towards young adults. It's open to all ages. Anybody can come. But we always say, like, the topics and the things that we just even discussed is geared towards a young adult audience. But it's definitely open. People come with their parents. People come with their little siblings.
With their children.
Yes. So it's open to all ages. But
we want to stress that, because I know a lot of people was like, well, I really want to come, but it says this, no, it's literally open for everyone. Anybody, doesn't matter the age. I feel like even too, like, our audience has really broadened over the last 6 years, like first it was like more youth, and because that was like where we were 60 years ago. But now that we're adult women, and Alexis is a young adult woman, our audience has grown so much. And so I'm married, I have children. My sisters are in a new season, just with their careers and everything. So don't let like young adult conference throw you off. Like anyone is welcome to come.
And we took it off the flyer for that reason. Like for the past few years, we placed young adult like conference on the flyer. And like this year, I believe that the Lord has graced me and my sisters with a multi-generational just experience in ministry that we are able to bridge the gap between adults and children. And I believe that it's not just, oh, we're ministering to youth or ministering just to adults, but I believe that the Lord has through his spirit, he's graced us to do both, that both adults and children can receive and still walk away blessed.
That's awesome. So what can we expect this weekend? What is the agenda kind of geared towards?
Ooh,
Yeah, so
okay.
the theme this year is undignified.
Yeah.
And we really want to
Undignified. Hold on a minute. Undignified. Okay, undignified. You're not dignified. Tell us about that, Lisa.
You know what's crazy? Like we all kind of felt that in our like spirit, that theme. Like, you know what's even our dad felt that, and it's so crazy because I was reading Second Samuel 6, yes, and I was just reading about how like David, like somebody came up to him. I think it was his wife, Michelle or something. Michelle. Michelle. Basically, it was like you made a fool of yourself because you remember he was dancing and he like danced out of his clothes.
Yeah.
And she was like, the slave girl saw you naked and blah blah blah. And he was like, you know what? And I will shame myself even more. I will become even more undignified. So basically, and I think when I thought about that, like we think about it in the context of like, oh, we have to look nuts. We have to run around the church. We have to be, we have to be like crazy. But God is like, you know what? What's a practical way to do that in our lives? Me at work, for example, maybe there's unbelievers there, and I feel like, you know what? I don't want to go against the grain on this topic, a touchy topic, but God is leading me to say something. That could be something that is putting shame to Alyssa, right? But it's bringing him glory. So it's whatever is denying yourself to look sometimes a little foolish and not being outwardly foolish sometimes, but even in a quiet
unpopular,
or even being unpopular, and maybe even holding your tongue back when they thought you were going to say something and God's actually telling you to not say something. It's whatever. It's kind of like, you know what, God, I would deny myself for your glory.
Yeah, and to go even a little deeper, even in that scripture, it says, I'll deny myself in my own eyes. And so the thing is I think a lot of times people think that being undignified is how like others see you. And it's like, oh, Alyssa looks crazy, or Lynn looks crazy, or Lainey looks crazy. But it's like, do you look crazy to you? Because what may be undignified to Alyssa may look normal to me. I don't mind jumping, but what if Alyssa's not a jumper, you know? So that's undignified to her. And so I think what we're just really going to tackle this weekend, we're going to have 4 different sessions. And so at the first session, it's a worship night. And then the second session is actually a panel. And then the third session is a speaker. And the fourth session is a speaker. You're going to have to come to see which speakers for which session. But we are so excited. And each session, we just want to go for broke. Even going back to the first question about the evolution of just what the Lord has done from beginning of our ministry to now, is one of the things that the Lord has really grown us in the last couple of years is deliverance. And that's something we've been seeing break out at our events. That's something that we've been seeing the Lord do. And we believe that the Lord's going to do that even more this weekend, seeing people set free from things that they never thought that they could be set free from. So,
Wow. It sounds like it's going to be so amazing. I plan to be there.
Yes.
Is there a cost? Is there a cost for the
We
weekend?
made it free this year.
We
We wanted it to
my
be free
goodness.
to bless
We
people.
did.
first year doing it free.
We didn't want someone to feel like they couldn't come because of that. So yeah, that was our heart.
But we have new merch dropping this weekend. So you have to walk away with some merch.
Come support.
Yes, come support. And people want to give, then I'm sure you're welcoming all types of giving. So it does.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about this. A4Lmusic.com, your website where they can go and purchase your current projects. Tell us a little bit about that, where people can go and purchase or download. I don't know if I'm saying it right. Y'all know.
Oh, okay.
Digital
Yes.
streaming.
So we're on all streaming platforms. So Spotify, Apple Music,
Titles,
Pandora.
yeah, YouTube, wherever your music needs are met.
Yeah,
That's
Amazon.
where we are. Amazon too.
Yeah.
So we have 2 projects that came out, one in 2019 and then the second one I believe in 2021.
Mhm.
Yep. And so yeah, God just really surprised us even with those projects too. And I believe that anyone that listens, they're going to be blessed by it.
And we have some great features on those projects like D. Wilson, Valencia Lacey, Tay and Trey Neely, Rocky. We have some great features on both of those projects, and we believe that people will truly be blessed. A lot of those songs are birthed from A4L worship nights, Addicted Love, just different experiences and encounters that we've had. So
This is awesome. Well, I'm excited about this weekend. Y'all have a tune for me? Y'all gonna just give me a little, give me a 2-liner, 3-liner?
Like our mommy used to be like that when we younger. She was like, sing this song.
Come on.
So
what time we can do Fake Clean. I'll just do the melody.
okay.
Okay, we're gonna do Fake Clean,
Started
which is a song from our newest album, and we're just gonna
Wait,
find
let's say it real clear because I at first I didn't get it the first time. Now I know the song now, but so Fake Clean.
Yes, Fake Clean. The word fake, clean as in clothes.
Okay, Lex, you gotta tell us what that's about.
Okay, so we're gonna do the chorus, but a little bit about the song is simply not wanting to pretend with the Lord. In the beginning of the song, it catches people a little off guard because the song starts off with "I can wake up and not shower and still seem clean," but then the next part of the song says, "But perfumes and dry shampoos will never purify me." And I think a lot of times those are things that we use to mask our odor, to mask that we didn't shower. And I think in reality, we do that with God. We do things to mask, things that are not clean in our life. And I believe that that song is something that just calls believers to repentance and to true purity before the Father. So we're just going to sing the chorus, and yeah. We're just gonna find the parts.
So I'm done trying to be.
So make me whole, make me new, help me see that you're all I wanna be like. Come and blow, come and move, breathe identity inside of me. Oh, make me whole, make me new, help me see that you're all I wanna be like. Come and blow, come and move, breathe identity inside. Make me whole, make me new, help me see that you're all I wanna be like. Oh, come and blow, and come and move, and breathe identity inside of me. One more time we say, make me you, Jesus, and help me see that you're all I wanna be like. Come and blow,
Yes.
come and move, breathe identity inside me. I'm done trying to be fake clean. To the God who made me, yeah. To the God who made me. Oh, I'm done trying to be fake clean. I'm done trying to be fake clean. Oh, to the God who made me.
Yes. Woo! Okay, I was going in. I forgot we were here. Okay. anyway, you guys, you don't want to miss A4L this weekend. Not only worshiping, not only singing, not only selling their brand new merch, and not only ministering and prophesying, but also changing lives, you guys. Changing lives. So you don't want to miss out. And the fact that you all made it free for people to be able to come out and receive so much healing and rehabilitation, spiritual rehabilitation, is absolutely amazing. So you guys come on out to Addicted Love, A Rehab. I see A Rehab. Okay. January 6th, 7th is Friday and Saturday night. And what times does it start, ladies, on Friday night?
Doors open at 6:30 p.m. and worship starts at 7 p.m. So we cannot wait to see y'all.
All right. Well, I am so grateful. I'm excited for you ladies. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for sharing your love with the world, the love of God inside of you and your family. And I just appreciate you all and the stand you all taking for Christ. It's amazing.
We
Proud
love
of
you,
you,
Leticia, and thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. You guys join us this weekend. You're going to miss out if you don't.
Okay.
Yes.
Until next time, we'll see you all later. Love you all.
Bye.
Vibe.